Hey, all right, welcome back to Raff's Brain. It's a show about things that are interesting to me. I'm your host, Rob Raffety. This is my dog, Conan. He's going inside. It's kind of rainy out here today, but we're gonna push through. We're gonna have a good time. I just want to tee up this episode, folks, because Raff's Brain is my playground for zany storytelling, real-life adventures, experiments in openness and creativity and technology, everything that interests me. Hopefully you'll get some pleasure out of this too. Who knows? The bottom line is we have a very special episode in store today. This is a recording of a one human show that I wrote and produced and performed on October 23rd, 2025, the evening of my 50th birthday. Yes, my friends, it was a great time rallying with friends and family at Settle Down Easy, a wonderful brewery down here in Northern Virginia. Check them out. I'll drop a link in the show notes. Hat tip to my friend and creative collaborator, Travis Edwards, who was so graciously recorded this episode. I'm so appreciative of his time and effort and making it happen. I hope you enjoy it. Thanks so much for being here. And let me know what you think. Have a good one. All right, let's do this. I won't use this all night. That would be too aggressive. Okay. Before I start, I just want to take a moment to say thank you from the bottom of my heart to all of you that came out tonight to celebrate my 50th year on planet Earth. Thank you to all my friends, family, loved ones. Give yourself a round of applause, please. I want to start out with a thank you to Settle Down Easy. How about Settle Down Easy? Give it up for Settle Down Easy. Your bartenders, Zoe and Ryan, give them a high five, give them the greatest tips, give them everything. LTO provided the Mexican food. They're right down the street. And Yandy, but where's Yandy? Yandy's over here. Much love for Yandy. And two quick stories of a positivity. This show hasn't started yet. We're people getting settled in. Brace yourselves. Two quick positive stories of social media. As I was making the rounds tonight, I had to share this because we're all so negative and there's a lot of pessimism out in the world today. But what brought us here tonight is really a connection of social media, the forces that I think can unite us as people. So 6 months ago, my wife and I were sitting over here having a beer, and I had this idea. Maybe I could do a 50th birthday party here, and we're talking about it. I posted about it on Instagram. If you look up my handle, @RobRaffety, you would see this post. It's about 6 months ago. My friend Robert Oxendorf, Skeeter, yeah, West Virginia boy. He texted me the next day. He's like, "Oh, you were at Settle Down Easy. I know the owner of that place. How about that?" This is DC, man. Connections matter, right? And lo and behold, we're here. I couldn't think of a better venue to have my 50th birthday party, so thank you so much. And then secondly, this band, Tallulah, damn. They say like all good things happen for a reason. Am I loud enough, or you need a mic? Mike. I don't know. Do you hear the bass? Is someone hearing Lucas is in the, what are you doing in there? You're in the system. I don't know if it works well. We'll try it. So, super, okay. The second thing I want to say, positive influence of social media. The show hasn't started yet, sorry. 2 years ago, roughly, I'm scrolling Instagram, I'm doom scrolling, I'm seeing all sorts of terrible things. And then I come across this extraordinary little funk band called Tallulah. I'm like, wow, these guys are interesting. Look them up, support them on Patreon. I'm one of the first 10, they're in college. I'm like, yes, I'm all about it, let's support these guys. They are really gaining traction, folks. I met them in person a year ago when they played at Jam in Java. And then, last night, they were coming back to play at Jam in Java. And that's okay, I can speak loud, man. I can speak loud, I got a good voice. Here's what you don't know. This is remarkable. And I hope you don't mind me saying this. They were in a car accident last night on their way to Jam in Java. They had to tank the show, reschedule it, but they're still here. They're like, we're going to make this happen, Raffety. They showed up. Thank you, guys. It means so much. So thank you so much for being here. So I've talked to some of my theater friends. What you're about to experience is like what we might call a workshopping exercise. You are patrons of the arts, all right? Benefactors of Rob Raffety tonight. So it's an unfinished product. It's just a little something I've been working on, and I'm just having a great time with it. I, again, appreciate all of you for being here tonight. I'm going to go unmiked. I just don't know this. I don't think it worked for me. Is it right? It wasn't working. I can. There we go. Good save, Ed. Much like me, it's like a work in progress. So stay tuned. And here we go. This is the Big 5-0, right? It's exploration of birthdays in 4 chapters, written and produced, performed by Rob Raffety. All right. Yeah, that's right. Settle in. Get ready. Remember who you are. 25 years ago tonight, I turned 25 years old. And to celebrate that occasion, my father gave me a gift. A banjo. It's very on brand for a guy from West Virginia, right? It was either that or a brown paper bag with 3 X's on it. Yeah. It's that type of show. Get ready. Remember who you are. It sounded more like a warning than a piece of advice, you know. Protect the brand. The family crest is watching. And so he gave that to me 25 years ago. I futzed around with it for a few days, but how many people were alive in the fall of 2000? Yeah. Well, not the best time to pick up a new hobby, right? And if you recall, we were in the midst of the most important presidential election in the history of America. Ah! Heard that before. My point is, I practiced it for about 3 or 4 days, and I put it away. And it followed me around for 25 years, not getting any attention, not getting love, until exactly 1 year ago today, I woke up on my 49th birthday. I was sweating profusely. I had a vision, an epiphany, a fever dream. It was the idea that I could make the ensuing 365 days, the year of the banjo. The year of the banjo would begin with me practicing diligently each and every day, becoming a proficient practitioner of this instrument with the expectation and the anticipation that I would be prepared to perform on my 50th birthday, October 23rd, 2025. Tonight, my friends, you are here to witness the realization of this epiphany. Are you prepared to experience? There's a lot going on here. My idea was that I would become so proficient I could play one of the most iconic banjo songs in history. Not Deliverance. If you know it, feel free to shout it out. Let's try that again. Anyone? Rainbow Connection. That's actually as far as I got. So, the year in the banjo turned the week and a half of the banjo. It didn't happen, but I'm still grateful that you're all here. So, look, thanks for coming out, and we're going to start this off as per tradition in the key of C. You're all invited to join in. The key of C. It's the very basic key. Anyone can do this. It's very easy. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. No, stop. Look, that was not bad, actually, unrehearsed, pretty good. You've only heard that song how many times in your life? Look, here's the thing though. I'm not a big fan of the Happy Birthday song, and I just think we're not at the right time or setting to have such joyous, celebratory music in our ears. We are struggling, right? It's tension, it's violence, it's anxiety, it's people at each other's throats. Take for a moment to look to the person on your left. Now take a moment, turn and look to the person on your right. My friends, one of these people wants to kill you. It's a tough time, man. It's a tough time. So as I was preparing for the show tonight, I was like, what can I do to bring people together? I don't want to make my birthday about me. I want to make it about us. And that's what inspired me to start thinking of what could it be? What unites Americans now more than ever? Is it politics? No. Is it sports? No. Is it pumpkin spice Doritos? No. Listen, I was really struggling for a time, but then I realized, it hit me like a ton of bricks, it's birthdays. Birthdays, my friends. They're unique, they're transcendent. We all have them. And I'm here tonight to prepare and present to you in 4 chapters my exploration of birthdays as a uniting force for all humanity. Are you ready to experience the 4 chapters of the birthday show? Twins, hierarchy, gifts, commitments. Let's get to work. Here we go. Dun, 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 dun. This would be like a real cool musical cue that would, we don't have that, but imagine it. To separate each chapter. Twins, all right. I've been way behind schedule over here. Growing up in West Virginia, pre-internet, pre-cable TV, post-Jesco White, I didn't know anyone else that was born on October 23rd. I was exclusive, limited edition, small batch, Raff, But then I grew up and I realized, of course, there's lots of people born on October 23rd. And it turns out I'm actually in some pretty exclusive company. My friends, I want to introduce you to my birthday twins, the 1023 tribe. Starting off with, happy birthday, dear Weird Al. Yeah! Alfred Matthew Weird Al Yankovic turns what? 66 years old today. King of parody, the only man for whom accordion is a flex, and the polka, is cool, and he makes surgeons nervous. So happy birthday to Weird Al. Happy birthday, dear Sanjay. Sanjay Gupta, America's favorite cable news PCP. He's the man. He turns 56 years old today. Neurosurgeon, professor, CNN medical correspondent. I like to think of Sanjay as like WebMD with great hair and bad news. Happy birthday, dear Pele. Yeah, Edson Arantes del Nacimiento, a.k.a. Pele, the original one-name legend. He would be 85 years old today if he were still with us. After he retired from soccer, Pele invented the recreational sport of kickleball, which is like pickleball, but it's played with your feet. I found this archival footage on the internet. It must be true because I found it on the internet. Happy birthday, dear Nancy. Oh, Nancy Grace. She turned 66 today, sensational true crime TV host. She taught us, hey, if you can't be right, at least be angry and loud. Happy birthday, dear Emilia. Yes, this is Emilia Isabel Euphemius Rose Clarke, MBE. She's got a real long name. You know her as Emilia Clarke. She turned 39 today, best known for her role as what? Daenerys Targaryen. Is that how you pronounce it? I can't know. I didn't watch Tits and Dragons. Mother of Dragons, Breaker of Chains, Slayer of Nerd Hearts everywhere. Roar. And last but not least, and this is exciting to me, so exciting. Happy birthday, dear Ryan. Yeah, Ryan Reynolds, Mr. Deadpool himself. And guess what? When I was doing my research for the show, I started to understand and believe that he and I were not just birthday twins, but we were same day, same year, same month birthday twins. We were identical birthday twins. So when I discovered this, I did what any grown adult man experiencing a midlife crisis would do. I hopped on eBay, I grabbed a few beers, and I purchased a gently used Ryan Reynolds. Oh, dude. Twins, identical. Now here's the sad part. It turns out he's not an identical twin. I don't know if you could tell. He's actually 1 year younger. Womp womp, yeah. So he's 49, I'm 50. There's no refund policy. Colleen, are we going to be able to figure out what we can do with this in the bedroom? We'll see. All right. I regret nothing. Anyway, the bottom line is I could go on and on about my birthday twins. I have some remarkable people in there. Johnny Carson would have been 100 years old today, October 23rd. Dwight Yoakam. Who's that? Anybody know? Michael Crichton. And Frank Rizzo. He's more than a Jerky Boys voice. He was the mayor of Philadelphia, all born on October 23rd. I have some of the most coolest, amazing, remarkable, sensational birthday twins of all time. But guess what? So do you. In my pre-show survey, you may recall, I asked, what was your birthday? Some of you replied, thanks to those who did. I appreciate that. Someone here was born on January 9th. Your birthday twins are Jimmy Page, J.K. Simmons, Dave Matthews, and Richard Nixon. All right, way to go. Someone else here was born on January 12th. Your birthday twins are Rush Limbaugh, Kirstie Alley, Jeff Bezos, and Fart Man, a.k.a. Howard Stern. And finally, one of you had the distinction of being born on October 7th. This puts you in the esteemed / notorious company of such esteemed individuals as Tony Braxton, Simon Cowell, Desmond Tutu, and Vladimir Putin. A singer, a cynic, a saint, a sociopath. If that doesn't run the full gamut of the human experience, I don't know what does. And that kind of concludes this session. I want to make my point. All of us have birthdays. All of us have birthday twins. If that does not remind us of our shared humanity, folks, I don't know what does. Of course, yes, thank you. Of course, not all birthdays carry the same weight. We're going to study here in the next chapter. Hierarchy. Dun, 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 ba-da-no, cool musical like stab. Pow, pow. Hierarchy. It's supposed to separate the chapters, you know. All right. So we've all heard this cliche that time flies. Yes, we're all familiar. It turns out that's actually premised on science. It's the idea that each new year feels shorter because it's a smaller fraction of our life that we've already lived. So here's the example. When you're 5 years old, 1 year of your life is 20% of your existence. When you're 50, 1 year of your life is 2%. And here's the bad news. It only gets worse over time. It only accelerates. That perception of time flying is only going to continue in perpetuity. It's terrifying. But it kind of like, you know, that band Smash Mouth said, hey, the years start coming and they don't stop coming, hey! I don't know the lyrics, but they were onto something. In short, you know, birthdays function as a proxy for marking the accelerating passage of time. And yet we don't celebrate any two birthdays the same. If we really glocked into this, we would be just partying harder and harder and harder every year because we would understand it, but we don't. Why is that? It must be like George Orwell once said, all birthdays are created equal, but some are more equal than others. Welcome, my friends, to the hierarchy of birthdays. Now listen, I spent tens of minutes Googling on this topic, and I was fascinated to learn that the concept did not appear to auto-populate my search bar. This can only mean one thing. I am the originator of the hierarchy of birthdays. What you're about to experience and witness here is the birth of a new social science, a new discipline. It is the study of birthdays. It's probably in a sociology department somewhere. It's going to be amazing, very fact-based for sure. And what I want you to understand is how it works. It's a very simple concept. Hierarchy, triangles, that's what we're talking about. But there's a legal and cultural dimension we're going to examine all of our birthdays through very quickly. Just stick with me here. The early birthday run is all cultural. 1 through 4, you're a tax write-off with a party hat. People clap if you're breathing. I had a great time my first 4 birthdays. I don't remember any of them because I was around Halloween. I got some costume shots. That's great, wonderful, whatever. Years 5 through 10 are bangers, dude. I'm talking like piñatas, clowns, toys for days. Friends, these are the Chuck E. Cheese years. The Chuck E. Cheese years. They are some of the best parties you will ever have in your entire life. You don't know because you don't process your own mortality. So it's a wonderful thing. Now, quick aside, something you should all be aware of, and something I observed. Something happens around the ages of 5 to 10, and it's unique to every region of the country and unique to every family. But at some point in time, parents get, lazy. They stop having a single candle for every birthday year, and they just include like a wax-shaped number that represents that year. I think that's lazy. It first happened to me in age 9. This is my 9th birthday party.
as evidence. I think we all are familiar with this. Folks, I just want to tell you right now, very firmly, I reject this approach to celebrating birthdays. I think all of us should have a single candle for every year of our life, each and every year in perpetuity. And we should put that in our cake with pride. Speaking of cake, why is birthday cake the default dessert of choice for birthday parties? How many people here like cake? Hey, good for you, you know? Guess what? I don't like cake. I don't hate cake. Yeah, that's right. Look, I don't hate cake. I'm not against it. Hate's a strong emotion. But I'm just saying, like, at just one point in life, I like to have a birthday pie, or a birthday pudding, or a birthday, bucket of KFC, anything that we could have. I want more candles and more diversity of products to put the candles in. And if we could just come to agreement and consensus, we could lobby Congress, we could get a little legislation on this, we could come together, we could unite as a people and make this happen. And that's like a first step towards, I don't know, solving the entitlement crisis or something. So, a boy can dream. Back to the hierarchy. Sorry for the side note. 13, oh boy, teenage years, zits, tits, body hair, moral panic, confirmation, or bar bat mitzvah, whatever your jam is. It's a big year. 15 is our first notable legal threshold. What is that? That's the learner's permit. It doesn't quite count, but it's still there. 16, this is our first existence of the legal and cultural norm. 16 is what? In culture, sweet 16, everyone loves that. But in legal terms, what? It's a license to drive. Now we're mobile, we're horny, we're not legally culpable for our actions. It's like a Kenley family dream. All right, good times. It's 18, street legal. Now you can smoke, vote, own a handgun, kill or be killed in an endless foreign war, get arrested for real, so you too can someday petition the president for unjustified bargain. 21 is time to have our first legal drink. We're all familiar with that. 25, quarter-life crisis in culture. Also the first time you can rent a car without selling your kidney. That's a beautiful thing. 30, this is a fascinating one. It's the first time you officially feel old. How many people in the audience are under the age of 30? Raise your hands. I think I can speak on behalf of everyone in this audience. We hate your rotten guts. It's not a visceral hate. It's love and envy in a sense. You think you're old, you get all stressed out, you worry, you make bad decisions. Trust me, it's all going to get better. And it's a good reminder for all of us that the age you are now, someday, not too distant future, you will wish you were. So let's take that into account. Please, if you're 30 years old, you're going to be okay. You're still young. 40, over the hill. 50. I don't know, further over the hill? I prefer mid-century modern. Let's go with that. 60, 70, 75, precious metal jubilee era. You got gold, platinum, diamond, depending on your proximity to a party city. 76.4, ding, ding, ding. This is the average lifespan of an American, not a woman or a man, just the all-Americans, right? So if you pass that, you are in the bonus. And then what happens? 80, 90, 100, the octogenarian to centenarian pipeline for the ultimate prize, your face on a jar of Smuckers. Overlapping some of that, we have legal thresholds like 26, then we're mooching off your parents' health care, thanks Obama. 30, run for Senate. 35, run for president. 63, 67, welcome to Social Security. 73, minimum required distributions. And 75, this is, my friends, when many states will start making you take extra driver's license tests. We're more concerned about that than the age of the average member of Congress. What's going on in the world? So when I reflect on this hierarchy, it might cause us to ask ourselves, what is the optimal birthday? And that was a question I posed to all of you. To me, no doubt about it, it was 16. I got some facial hair, got a piece of shit car. Yes, and it was all a wonderful time. You can't be beat. And it seems like some of you have the same perspective. This was the distribution of the answers, and we got the two peaks, driving and drinking. These are two wonderful thresholds in life. Ne'er the twain shall meet. Do not drink and drive. Do not drive and drink. We all know this. But that's a fascinating insight, right? We all perceive these as to be the most important birthdays of our lives. But then when I take a step back, and I want you to join me in this experience, and it's really humbling. Look at this chart. I turned 50 years old. According to pop culture, my next relevant birthday is 60. I have to wait 10 years to get sized? Are you kidding me? No. So, even as I am the creator and inventor and founder of this discipline of birthday studies, I want to tell you tonight, I reject it. Yes. I refute it. Yes. Indisputably, I deny it. If you ever say it happened, I will say no, it did not. I would never believe this. In fact, I'm going I'm absolute opposite. I intend to live each and every birthday to the fullest, to the maximum, and that's how it's going to be for the rest of my life. And that sounds a little unorthodox, but I know I'm not alone, because one of you in this audience, and I love this person, when they responded to my question, what's your favorite birthday? Every birthday is my favorite. Damn right. Damn right. So as we enter the midpoint of our show, let's make a toast. I think this is the part where I make a toast. Yes, to all our future birthdays and waking up not dead for many, many years to come. Cheers. All right. Halfway home. Everyone doing okay? Hanging in there? Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. All right. Stay tuned. It gets more crazy. All right, gifts. Audio cue that signals the transition. When that happens, it'll be great. So, all right, listen. I want to acknowledge something. You all got my email before this event. What did I say? No gifts. Yet. And yet. I appreciate that. But here's the reality, man. Your presence is my present. Trademark pending. I'm working with Hallmark on this. I think it's pretty exciting. In reality, and this is what I want to confess, and I think many of you are in the same situation, and it is a little awkward, but it's the reality. I've arrived at an age in life where if I want to buy something, I'll just go get it. Case in point, the birthday gift tonight. No segue. This is what we call in the writing industry foreshadowing. We're not going to open it yet, but this is my birthday present to myself. A little self-care, as the kids say. Sit tight, we'll get to that in a minute. What I want to do is, many of you said, I don't have a favorite birthday gift. I don't remember my favorite birthday. I don't know, you don't have parents that love you, you don't have friends that care for you deeply. I have lots of birthday gifts, but I wanted to quickly walk through the Rob Rafferty's top 5 birthday gift countdown, so hear me out. All-time birthday gifts. Number 5, age 14, paintball gun. Yes. Not just any paintball gun. This is called a Splatmaster Rapide. It's semi-automatic. Pew, pew, pew. Every time you pull the trigger, 10 cents ejects from the barrel. It's like a reverse ATM. That's why I'm interested in economics. Very exciting stuff. Oh, by the way, has anyone ever been hit by a paintball? It hurts, right? I know this for a fact. Because why? Do I look like someone who would excel at the sport of paintball? This is a quick picture of me and my friends on our pre-paintball outing here in West Virginia. Who is the guy in the blue vest that thinks he's going to blend into the wilderness? I got pummeled, man. It was brutal, but I enjoyed it. That was my paintball years. Yes. Number 4. Oh, this is a good one. Carlin on Campus. This was my first live comedy album at age 13. A gift from my older cousin, which means it was really a re-gift or possibly stolen property. Nevertheless, that album cracked open my brain. It scrambled my moral compass. It set me on a lifelong detour from high standards and common decency, and I'm very appreciative of that. Number 3, a ferret. Yeah, Scamper Cola. An unexpected gift that year because I, in fact, had asked my parents for a skateboard. I showed them the Thrasher magazine, Schmidt sticks, chrome trucks, slime balls. Slime balls are the wheel of choice if you're a shred master. But anyway, the point is, I didn't get the skateboard. I got the ferret. My parents had a very strong, rule in the house. Skateboards, no. Rodents, all the way. Yeah. Number 2. Trigger warning, age 11. For my birthday, my father gave me a Smith & Wesson 357 Magnum. It has a trigger lock. It has a trigger lock. It's all good, It was a different time. It was a different place. And, for all his faults, my dad, an FBI agent, I got to say, this made me the coolest kid in north central West Virginia for a week. Cool stuff. Before I reveal my number one, I want to share some of what you shared with me because I think it was very inspiring. Some of you liked classic toys, a pirate ship, a Star Trek bridge Lego set, and Legos. Man, who could go wrong with Legos? Those are classics. How about personalized items, things that are a little bit more specific to you? And this is a good one. A Toronto Blue Jays bobblehead that he got from his kids. Go Blue Jays. I don't know if I'm, yeah, let's go Blue Jays. World Series bounce. It's the first time since '93. Good for you. An Ames rocker. Dude, they were just dating when he got this. That's some stress right there. This thing's a priceless. Way to go. They did get married, and they're doing wonderfully. That's exciting. This was a little questionable. A Pete Rose autographed baseball bat. I felt sacrilegious, including I'm a Pirates fan, and the guy who sent me this is a Pirates fan. What's going on? But hey, I respect. Okay. And finally, a fountain pen, a very nice fountain pen that your parents give to you when you turn 13. It's like, make sure when you just get out of here and write us a letter as far away as possible. So those are all very cool, but nothing compares to my number one gift of all time, which I got last year from my wife, a drone. Yeah. Who's into drones? My wife bought me a drone last year. We went to a party in Annapolis, Maryland. It was Rosh Hashanah, and I can't resist the matzo ball soup, And a guy there was like flying the drone everywhere, and I said, I gotta have that. And a couple weeks later, happy birthday to Rob from Colleen, your very own drone. Now, since then, I've been driving her nuts. I take it everywhere. West Virginia, Pittsburgh, Outer Banks, and tonight, settle down easy. Oh. All right, so this is going to take 30 seconds. It may or may not work. If it works, it's great. If it doesn't, it's worth the price of admission, right? We're going to take a quick drone shot of everyone here. It's a little video. It's about 20 seconds long, and I haven't even tested it. We're going to see what happens, and we're just going to roll with it. Everyone's ready? 3, 2, 1. 10 feet out. Maybe I should back up a little bit. Ooh, that's no good. May or may not work. Curses! We'll pretend. I'll do it later. It'll be amazing. Thank you. All right. Roll with the punches. Thank you for that gift, Colleen. Thank you. I just want to live in a world where drones are everywhere. I want to be in bed, and I want to be just like, open my mouth, a drone drops nachos. We'll get there one of these days. Now it's like making noises at me. It's going to self-destruct in 30 seconds. What the fuck, man? Okay, I think I turned it off. I don't know. Real time, baby, real time. All right, where are we? Fly the drone. Okay, that didn't go so well. All right, we're going to close it out. All right. So now, one more musical cue. Dun, dun, dun. This is going to be a little bit more sedate. This is more serious. Commitments, the final chapter of this exploration. I want to take a second to explore why we're here tonight. Not why we're here for my birthday, but what am I doing here in this bizarre kind of like TED Talk on mescaline sort of situation. And it goes back to the summer of 2019. I did my first one-man show 6 years ago. It's called What I've All Been Waiting For. Some of you actually came out to see that. Anyone? Thank you. That meant so much to me. The show was about bucket lists, and the concept was that doing that show was a bucket list activity for me. So it was kind of meta, as the kids say. I really enjoyed it, I set out to accomplish something and got it done. Write it, produce it, perform it, film it, and it was really rewarding. I remember on my 5th night of the performance going home saying, I want to do more of that. I'm excited. Whatever that is, I want to do more of it. I'm going to lean into that. And so I signed up for the next year, 2020 Capitol Fringe Festival. It's going to be amazing. 2020. Not the best year for ambition to do anything, including live events. So the Capitol Fringe Festival was canceled. How about next year? 21 canceled, and life carries on, and I just never really got around to it again. Fast forward to 47 years old. I still haven't done a show. And then I see something crazy in the news. Life's not so great when you're 48. Who's 48 years old? Anyone? Oh no! I hate to tell you this, Skeeter, dude. According to science, research, double-blind, peer-reviewed studies, it's all there, man. This is the worst. You're in the worst year of your life. Now I was 47. I was like, wait a second, that's insane. Like I don't want to accept that. I reject that. So I'm gonna put together a one-man show. I'm gonna call it the Big 48, and I'm gonna explore the ways that I can make 48 the best year of my life ever. And I was making progress on that. It was going to be great, man. It was going to be exciting. Unfortunately, as they say, you know, man plans, God laughs. You know, my mother was diagnosed with terminal cancer shortly after I started writing that show. And, you know, we're told she has 24 to 36 months to live. Turns out she has 7. Very aggressive. So I obviously shelved the show. I spent time on what matters. And when you spend time with someone who knows they're dying, time slows down. You get to understand what they're about, and you get to really, you know, pay attention to little things. And I remember very distinctly, as the days were waning, and you know, we knew it was the end was nigh. I was trying to grasp this reality that I would not have my mom in my life much longer. But the good news, in a sense, was that she was still mentally competent. We could still have communications and, you know, console each other and talk to each other. And I remember asking her very expressly, like, look, pretty soon you're not going to be with us. How can I live my life in a way that honors you, that's meaningful? What advice do you have to give to me, you know, to live the rest of my years once you're gone? And she turned to me and said, Robbie, be yourself. Be yourself. I'll be honest, when I first heard that, I was like, really? That's it? It kind of reminds me of these motivational posters you see in a dentist's office when you're like leaning back, you're getting your teeth cleaned. You know? I wasn't impressed. I was a little confused. She passed away in the spring of 23, and I was lost for a while, for sure. But as I approached 50, I started to think, you know, time marches on, you start to have a little bit of reflection and distance from a moment that helps illuminate things. And as I was preparing for my 50th birthday, I thought, what could I do here? Oh, what about that old show that you had, the Big 48? Maybe you could dust it off, refresh it, repolish it, put it together. Yeah, it's not a bad idea. Maybe I should think about that. And then what really struck me is, as I was writing the show, if you remember my opening from this experience, my father's advice, remember who you are. My goodness. That stands in stark contrast to my mother's advice, doesn't it? Be yourself. Remember who you are, Robbie. Be yourself, Robbie. Remember who you are. Be yourself. I was caught in this tension. And I'm here 50 years old, and I just want to kind of confess to you, I think I've got this backwards. I think I spent a lot of my life trying to remember who I was before I even knew who I was. And if there's some wisdom that I can pass on here tonight through this experience, it's the idea that first you have to be yourself before you can commit to yourself and remember who you are and carry that forward for the rest of your life. Do we all agree with that statement? For me, it means I'm going to commit to being myself fully moving forward, leaning into my art, my creativity, my weirdness. I'm going to do more one-man shows. I'm going to do more short films, more writing, more stand-up, more zany. I don't know, man, with the AI technology out there, there's all sorts of possibilities. I'm going to keep doing it. I'm going to push the limits each and every year. There's no holding back. And I'm not the only one here that needs to make that commitment. The last question I asked all of you in the pre-show survey was, what's the one thing that you want to do that you still, sleeping on or waiting to do? And there was a wide range of responses. They were inspiring, they were illuminating, they were informative. And I was able to categorize them in a taxonomy of sorts, as I tend to do. The first category of audience ambitions was travel. There are several people in this audience, I was shocked, who are one continent away from visiting all 5 continents. Is that right? 5 continents? 7? Fuck, man. Good for you. Chuck's one of them. Yeah, all right. There's some people in here, they're only a few states away from hitting all 50 states. There are some people who have very specific travel ambitions. Italy, Japan, Florence. It was very exciting to see that. And I just got 3 words for you. Pack your bags, man. Let's get going. There's nothing holding you back. Please, don't delay. Don't delay. Make it happen. Another category was fitness. I appreciate this. Someone said they want to lose 25 pounds. That could be any of us, probably. Not all of us, but many of us. And I'm with you. So hit me up. Let's do it together, all right? One of you wants to run a marathon. Folks, I've run a marathon. It's, it's tough. I'm never going to do it again. But I will be on the sidelines pounding some SDE and you're like, wishing you luck. Yeah, go for it. The next category is remarkable too. Creative, and these are my people, creative people. There are people here that want to publish a book of poetry. There are 2 people that want to publish fiction books. There's one person, oh man, I threw the paper down already. What did they want to do? It was so exciting and dynamic and remarkable. Go get them. It's extraordinary what you can accomplish. Oh, the last one that was mind-bending. This is. Oh wait, no, creative. I got it now. Someone wants to learn how to play the piano. Yeah. I don't want to listen to that. I'll come to your first recital, okay? But I don't want to actually hear the practice. A creative part now. No. Sorry, mind-bending part. This is where it gets very cool, and these people are really into it. One person wants to bend the universe for optimism. Okay, I'm all on board with that. One person wants to come to terms with time. I don't think there's enough IPA at this bar to handle that, but I'm down to have that conversation. Finally, my last and favorite mind-bending desire was to see what happens when you microwave a battery. Okay, let's do that. Listen, all of you, I want you to know, have extraordinary plans, ambitions, hopes, dreams. We talk a lot about the barriers, the things that are holding us back, and this and that. We can't make the time. I just want you to believe in yourself that we can all accomplish anything we set our minds to. So if you take anything from this zany little performance tonight, it's to get out there, make your dreams come true, do the things. And here's the key message. There's no guarantee that you will succeed, but there's absolute guarantee that you won't succeed if you don't make the attempt. Okay, so please, from the bottom of my heart, get out there, do the things you want to do, accomplish those things. I'm 50 years old, I'm 50 years young, and I can't wait to see what's in store for the next 50 years. Thank you so much. This part is going to get interesting. This is my gift to myself that I'm very excited. I almost forgot what I got myself. And yes, I wrap it in cartoons. It's the reason. It's like an excuse for still having a subscription to the Washington Post. What is this? A multi-use torch. Oh my gosh. What else is going on? Oh my gosh. Oh, it's okay. It's a cooking tool. It's a cooking tool. It's like George Carlin said, flamethrowers. They're a fascinating thing because it means at some point in time, a human being once thought, gee, see those people over there? I'd really like to set them on fire. I'm just not close enough to get the job done. If only I had a device that would throw the flame upon them. We're not going to light anyone on fire tonight, folks. We're going to light midlife crisis on fire, and we're going to have a good time. And as I mentioned earlier, I have an affinity for candles and aversion to cake. So I've produced some most exquisite batch of Rice Krispie treats. And this was not choreographed very well, but it's real. 50 candles. Now, if I can get this to work, can I light these candles? It's an interesting prospect. It doesn't seem to do. It's okay. Oh, there we go. Yes. I'm going to light these for everybody. Actually, I never tested it to see if it works. That's a mistake on my part. Oh, there's one, there's two. I want you guys to have a party. I want you to enjoy yourselves. Thank you for being here. I'm going to light all these and we'll pass them out. And let's get serious. There we go, there we go. It also has the effect of getting that marshmallow crusty, you know, like it's really good. I'll work on this. I'll hand them out. Didn't quite go as planned. That's okay. Thank you. That's right. All right, thank you. Okay. My watch died during the performance. It's 8:45. We're behind. I want to make sure Tallulah gets back on, and they're going to jam and rock us out until we all have to leave here. Oh, to you, happy birthday to you, happy birthday, dear Raff. Happy birthday to you. Thank you so much. Is this right? Is that right? Or this way? No, this way. Thanks, everybody. Don't make a wish. Make a commitment. All right.